it's me. And we're going to be masking up with a mask that I received from, I believe I got this mask from my good friend, Mountain Witch Christine. Okay, don't be freaking out because she ain't all like witchy, but, you know, because I don't do that, but, you know, she knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff, so go check her out. She's also our person for Friday this week. The subject is totally cool. You're gonna definitely want to watch the Ninja Beauty playlist Friday. Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Anyway, so this is, it's a honey peach revitalizing mask. It's, most of the words are in Korean. It is Muyam. I've had Muyam. That's not a bad mask. Directions. Yeah, we did that. Leave mask on 15 to 20 minute mask. So we're going to go apply this, and then we are going to get into our King James Version of the Bible. And we're going to start with Exodus chapter 15. Join us, because a lot of times I don't understand what I'm reading, and if you can make a comment to help me, I would appreciate it. So sometimes it's not even about, oh, you have to be a Christian to read the Bible. You know, it's a book, okay? Knowledge is power. It's about understanding. So help me to understand. Hang out and we'll be right back. Okay, we are on. Let me tell you what, this was not the easiest mask to unfold. It was not the most difficult, but it was not the easiest either. And my face is really dry and really crying for some help. I had like 3 days last week that I was just flat on my back. If I sat up, I basically couldn't breathe. You know, I had, if I was upright, I had like minutes before I was back laying on my back again, which is why I did not do a video Friday or Saturday. But you know what? Sometimes it be like that, and I'm back again. And I might not have done today's video. It's actually Sunday night while I'm doing this. But you know, I kind of feel a duty to the Lord to continue reading our Bible. So here we go. Exodus chapter 15. Let's read the last verse in chapter 14. And Israel saw that great work which the Lord did upon the Egyptians. And the people feared the Lord and believed the Lord and his servant Moses. Okay, there is one. Do I fear the Lord? I do not. I do not fear the Lord, because the Lord loves me, and I do not fear love. Maybe that's the problem with people not accepting Christ, is that sometimes it's difficult to accept a great love. And Christ he's a great, just the greatest, all-enveloping love that there is. All right, enough of that. I'm starting to sound like one of them Jesus freaks. But is that necessarily a bad thing? Chapter 15. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and spoke, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. I'm not really... I'm holding this, and my arms are kind of complaining. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him a abomination, my father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, hath dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostrils the water were gathered together, and the floods stood upright as in a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. And the enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, and my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst blow thy wind, the sea covered them, they sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? That's interesting. That's interesting, among the gods, because, I mean, God does say that we should worship only him as the one God, but were there actually other gods? And our God is the God? Interesting, interesting. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, and the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. All right, change hands. Push glasses up. Oh no. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Interesting. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, and the mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them, and all the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thy arm, thy shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Thou shalt bring them in, and plant them in the mountain of thy inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary. O Lord, which thy hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of the Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. Okay, you know, It says here that, now of course this is a interpretive translation, because you can't interpret word for word. It doesn't work. But it says, for the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea. Now that could mean Pharaoh's army and not actually Pharaoh himself, because of the weird translation thing. It would be, and if anyone has done this research or knows the history, it would be interesting to know, like, is there a history in Egypt of a pharaoh or a pharaoh's army being lost in the Red Sea? I mean, it probably wouldn't say like, oh yeah, the sea opened up and then closed up on them. But there should be a record, you would think, of losing an entire army into the waters. You know? And I know that there is history that backs up a lot of the things that are talked about in the Bible. Okay, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them, but the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out with her with timbrels and with dances. So timbrel, I'm going to think, is like maybe some sort of like a bell or a clicker, you know, maraca of some sort. They were dancing and celebrating that, you know, they've not only escaped, but there's no way back. So they're not going back. They're free. Okay, Miriam the prophetess. Interesting. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur. S-H-U-R. Shur. And they went 3 days into the wilderness and found no water. When they came upon Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah, which must mean bitter water. And the people, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? Now that you got us out here, and there's not even a way to get back, what are we supposed to drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord shewed him a tree, which, when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. The waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute, and an ordinance, and there he proved them, and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, keep all of his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. And they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees. 30? I don't know. And they encamped there by the waters. Okay, and next is chapter 16. I'm actually just going to read that one chapter today. I think that this chapter deals a lot with faith. You know, God is saying, like, stop doubting me. I will, you know, as long as you don't doubt me, I will bring you what you need. It might not be like when you want it, but it will be when you need it, as long as you stop doubting me. You know, quit acting on your own and just believe that I am the Lord and will provide for you. And I think that that's a really hard thing to do. People want to take things into their own hands. And there are times that you're actually supposed to act, you know, but you need to ask the Lord for a sign. You know, am I supposed to act on this, or am I supposed to just sit back and let you deal with it? Most of the time it's you know, let you deal with it. Now, that's not to say that you just don't ever act on anything. You know, that's ridiculous. But you need to trust and love God enough to know. Don't be afraid that you're going to go without, because you're not. He is going to provide. It is going to happen. Be still and trust in the Lord. Love the Lord and know that He loves you. Okay, this is what I'm taking from this. Which, of course, what do the people do? You know, as we're going to find out. They, you know, every time they run out of stuff, they go, oh no, we're a bunch of babies. You know, and they are. They're the Lord's children, and in a sense, that makes them babies. But God is like, shut up, be still, and trust me, love me. Trust me enough to know I am your Father, and I am not going to just let you go without unless you turn your back on me and stop trusting me. So, anyways, that's my take on that one. This mask feels really good. My face needs it a lot. I'm going to leave this on for a while. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing, ba-bum-bum, wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye, and God bless you.